There must be something better than this, cause if there's nothing better than this, what is the point in carrying on? And if you tell me there's a point, go on and tell me what it is. It isn't something I will diss as long as it is better than this. There must be something better than this. It's not what I was promised when I was a kid in school. All the things I could have done if only life was not so cruel. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this.
What are we eating tonight, Mum?
Oh, I'm doing a sort of stir-fry. Got a bit inspired by the restaurant your dad and me went to last night. This new place in Chinatown.
Yeah, I always think it's a bit weird when they open a new Chinese restaurant there. That must mean a bloke walked around Chinatown and thought, you know what this place needs?
Then we went to the cinema and saw Love, Actually. Oh, it's just my kind of film, you know, proper warm-hearted romantic comedy.
Did you like it, Dad?
Well, the trouble was there was something wrong with my seat.
Really?
Yeah, it was facing the screen.
Oh, shut up, Shane.
Look, those romantic comedies are made for women. I like something a bit more raunchy.
Now, hold on. Before we drive our car too far down sexual stereotype avenue, let me just make one thing clear, Mr. Raunchy. You didn't even know how to kiss properly till you met me.
Myrtle.
It's true. You'd never done tongues before.
How did you like it, Dad?
Well, it had its plus points. She managed to dislodge a piece of apple peel I'd had stuck in my teeth since the previous Christmas.
Yeah, that's why my nickname was Floss.
Wow, so I'm open your eyes then?
No, I closed his eyes. He kissed with them wide open. To me, that says they're not really into it.
No, it wasn't that. I was just always worried that if I kissed with my eyes shut, the girl might be going... You're quiet.
I don't have any stories like these. The only people I ever kiss are relatives.
You know, that policy could last you a lifetime if we lived in the countryside.
When I was at school, we used to practice with our hand.
Get out.
No! Listen, it's that method where you go like this. Snug the back of your hand. Do you know it?
What, the back of my hand? Yes, I know it very, very well.
I remember our first few kisses, though. He used to do that thing with his lips.
Pucker.
I tried to, but she kept saying no.
Shane, I really wish you'd keep it clean.
That was something else she kept saying.
Not in front of Lenny.
It's all going over my head.
You said that a few times.
Look, you were just trying to change the subject because I was talking about your rubbish kissing. Velma, you should have seen him. It was like kissing a cat's bottom.
How does she know?
You don't think she actually...
Oh. Someone should have told her about the back of the hand thing.
Anyway, look, I'm glad we're all able to sit and have an adult discussion like this, because I've got a question I need to ask. Dad, would you pay for me to have breast implants?
I thought you were a feminist. You should be asking for money to get your legs permed.
Oh, Velma, why would you want breast implants?
I want to increase my self-esteem. Make me feel better about myself. A girl at college has gone from 32A to 32D.
What? She's moved flats. Look, I was struggling with the kissing thing. Breast implants, I've got no chance. Especially as I don't know what they are.
Well, I'll tell you what they are. They're what stupid girls spend a lot of money on so that boys will like them better.
You sure you're not thinking of sweets?
Well, I am really shocked. Is this why Emily Davison ended up under the King's horse?
Don't ask me. I don't watch videos like that anymore.
She was a suffragette who jumped under the King's racehorse on Derby Day, and she died so that women in this country could have the right to vote.
Mum, women like her died so that we could have all sorts of rights. Nowadays, that includes the right to have breast implants if we want them. You can't deny me the right.
OK, you can have the right. The left will have to wait till Christmas.
Breast implants?
Yeah, but you know, Velma, it's probably just a passing phase. It's only last week she wanted me to buy her a laptop.
Those laptops are fantastic nowadays. You can get the internet on them and everything.
Yeah, but I think that's a basic design fault. I mean, how are you going to get maximum benefit from the internet if you've got something on your lap?
For goodness sake, I'm going to the toilet.
What's the matter with Bazza?
Perhaps he's depressed because it's his birthday tomorrow. Did you get that text message I sent you? Oh, Baz's birthday, that's what you meant. Didn't actually say birthday.
He said, remember Baz's birthday. Obviously, because it was a text message, I shortened it to B-D-A-Y.
Yeah, well, you see, I thought you meant remember Baz's B-day. You know, to cheer me up, as in, you think you've got a horrible life, but imagine what it would be like being Baz's B-day.
Oh, now you've made me imagine it as well.
Listen, I've got something to say. I don't want to make a big thing of this, but, well, after all these years, I've found myself a girlfriend.
What, in the toilet?
No, we met about 6 weeks ago. I just thought as you're my friends, you'd be happy for me.
Oh, Bazza, that's fantastic news. What's her name? Where'd you meet her?
Look, I don't want any jokes, Shane. Well, her name's Scarlett, and we met through a dating agency.
Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of. I used to be with a dating agency. I met some really nice men. OK, one of them had plastic surgery to make himself look like a cat, but he wasn't a bad person.
Hold it. He'd had plastic surgery to make himself look like a cat, and you went out with him?
Yeah, a few times. Then, for some reason, he stopped returning my calls, took himself off the website, and just disappeared.
Did you consider getting a description of him printed up and stuck on a few lampposts?
He walked out on his job at the bank and everything. I think he went feral.
He worked in a bank?
Yeah, he liked it at first, but then he moved to a different branch and just got stuck there.
Well, you should have found the fire brigade.
You see, the website I used had pictures of the people so you could see what you were getting.
So did the one I used.
But you still chose Catman?
Yeah. I thought he looked like a real individual, you know, someone who didn't care what people thought about him.
Oh, they're very independent.
Scarlett's photo was full length. Lovely legs she's got.
You know, the only time I ever used the internet, I ended up buying a stuffed horse's head on eBay. £12.50.
What did you want that for?
Well, Myrtle and the kids were away that week, so I was drinking a lot. I thought it would be funny, on the motorway, to have the head sticking out of my boot with a little handwritten sign that said, horse box applied for.
Did it fool anyone?
It fooled me when I woke up in bed with it one morning.
Of course. I bet you thought the mafia was after you.
No, worse, he thought he'd had a one-night stand with Ruud van Nistelrooy. Anyway, it's early days for Scarlett and me. She's not moving in or anything.
Oh, no, you don't want to rush that. Living together's a big step. You have to make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, that's what worries me. You see, one of my great pleasures in life is to set the alarm clock a little bit early, so I've got time before I get up to just lie there, breaking wind like there's no tomorrow. I'm not sure it'd be quite the same with a lady lying beside me.
Oh, rude.
Oh, no, you don't understand, Sheila. For me, it's like being an Aeolian harp.
A what?
It's a harp that you keep near an open window and it's gently played by the wind. That's me. It might sound a bit weird, but I feel I'm some sort of instrument used by the gods to make their mysterious music.
Do you ever stop and ask, why me?
Oh, I'm not the only one. I think Ainsley Harriott has also been chosen.
Oh, this is getting weird.
No, it's true. But whereas I use flatulence, his music is the human voice. You must have noticed when you watch his programme how he uses all those words but doesn't actually say anything. It's wonderful. He has magically transformed language into a series of individual sounds completely uncluttered by meaning.
Oh, I love it when he says, what am I like?
Oh, we all do.
All I'm saying is Ainsley and I both seem to be part of some cosmic orchestra.
Is this just a very roundabout way of saying your arse could present Ready, Steady, Cook?
That's enough now. Look, as it's your birthday tomorrow, why don't you bring Scarlett in to meet us?
Yeah, all right. Although I hadn't planned to celebrate it this year. I regard each birthday as just another milestone on my headlong race towards the grave.
You never seem to get any older, though, Bazza.
Oh, you're joking. I can't even enjoy alphabeti spaghetti anymore unless I'm wearing my reading glasses. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow night, then.
Oh, how lovely. Bazza's finally found someone. Hey, I'm going to get him a nice birthday cake for tomorrow night.
Right. And I've got a brilliant idea for how we can blow the candles out. Oh, what am I like?
If Velma gets breast implants, I want a PlayStation.
Oh, no. I can't mix and match like that. You'll have to have the equivalent amount in plastic surgery. How would you fancy becoming a cat?
Would I still have to go to school?
Yeah, but at least you'd be able to cut across the neighbours' gardens.
I think I'd like you to reconsider the PlayStation.
OK, I'll get back to you.
But why is that any different from me asking for breast implants?
Because I'm not asking Dad to buy me something for other people to play with.
Well, except me, of course. I'd want to have a go. I meant the PlayStation.
Anyway, we better go. Come on, Lenny.
Velma, just out of interest, how much would that operation cost?
£3,275.
Don't know why. I kind of imagined it would be an even number.
Was that Velma still going on about stupid breast implants?
Yeah, I don't know where she thinks we'll get the money from. Where's the sink? Thank you very much. You know, it's Baz's birthday today. I'd like to get him something really nice.
Oh, great. What did I get for my birthday? A stuffed horse's head.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't use that as a visual aid when you was telling the suffragette story. Oh, by the way, Baz has got a girlfriend.
What? You mean a girlfriend he doesn't have to inflate?
Yeah, she sounds all right. He says she's got lovely legs.
How many?
Nothing too serious, I hope.
What's that?
They said to drive carefully because she just had an operation. My wife says women are a lot braver than men when it comes to hospitals.
I was terrified on the way in.
Oh, well, there goes her theory.
Not really. I was still a man then.
So, what's it like, suddenly becoming a woman?
Well, it doesn't work like that. I feel I was always a woman. I realised that when I was in my teens.
Yeah, I suppose it becomes obvious once you start driving.
I wonder when I'll start to get offended by jokes like that.
No, but that's interesting, isn't it? Because there must have been some maleness in you somewhere. Were you ever on the motorway and suddenly got a vague awareness that there might be a lane either side of the one you normally drive in? Look, I hope you don't mind me asking, but do you get to keep the...
Well, you can, but I didn't. Why'd you ask?
I'm looking for a novel birthday gift.
You know, this really is like the first day of my life. I feel like I've been trapped in someone else's body.
Yeah, that happened to me once. Those ribbed condoms. It's like knocking a raw plug in. You know, there's no need to be so cheerful just for my sake. This is at least a half-hour journey. You might as well use the time to practice being argumentative and moody.
I'm sure it'll all come in time.
No one's really happy with what they've got, are they? My 16-year-old's begging me for breast implants.
Really? Give him my regards. Oh, sorry.
Do you feel knackered?
Just the opposite, really.
No, I meant...
No, it's okay, I know what you meant. I feel tired. I didn't sleep at all the night before the operation.
Neither would I. I don't want to waste my last chance.
It wasn't that. I was scared. I still am. I don't know how people are going to take to the new me.
Well, I think you look really feminine. If I was you, I wouldn't tell anybody.
No? Well, I've been a transvestite for a while, and that's fooled a few people. Anyway, I'm going straight to bed when I get in. Might stay tucked up inside for the rest of the day.
Well, let's hope it lasts longer than that.
Can anyone do tooting?
Happy birthday, Bazza.
Yeah, cheers.
Look, I haven't actually got you a present yet. I'll drop something in later on. You're still bringing Scarlett tonight.
Look, Shane, can I talk to you about something? Well, Scarlett insists she'll only have sex with the light turned off.
I see. And you're afraid that while you're making love to her, she might be going.
Now, listen, this is strictly between you and me. Scarlett's always saying if you can't trust someone with a secret, there's no point going out with them.
Wait and see where she's coming from.
Not with the light off, I can't. That's a bit of a worry.
Well, I wouldn't like it. I mean, you take Myrtle and me. You'd think after all these years we'd be glad to have the light off, but no. The occasional shudder of disgust, horror even, is all part of the thrill.
You know, there's in the dark, and then there's just dark.
We used to find each other attractive in the normal sort of way, but now I think the fascination comes from studying each other's physical decay.
That would make a beautiful verse on an anniversary card. Anyway, don't whatever you do mention this to Scarlett, yeah? I mean, honestly, if she knew I told you,
just
she'd...
trust me, will ya? And don't let this get to you. My guess is she's just embarrassed about something.
Or she can't bear to see me naked.
Or, of course, she can't bear to see you naked. Who knows?
Right, can anyone do Waterloo?
My.
You know, Shane, I'm really looking forward to meeting Baz's girlfriend.
Yeah, me too.
But he'll have to give up that instrument of the gods nonsense. I mean, my ex-husband might have emptied our joint bank account, slept with other women and given me occasional beatings, but even in inclement weather, if he needed to pass wind, he'd step out onto the balcony. That's respect.
Do you think Bazza might blow her out?
Well, he's mad if he does. Mind you, let's see what she's like first. I met some very strange people through the dating agency. I was always worried they might have something horrible buried in their back garden.
Well, Catman probably did.
I wish I'd never told you about him. He had his plus points, you know. He was a very good mouser.
You know, Sheila, I still can't believe you joined a dating agency.
Why'd you say that?
Well, because you're so...
It's hard, isn't it, Shane?
Good guess.
The toilet's just through there. Oh, Sheila. Pint of cider and a Southern Comfort, please.
Wow, this is the most amazing coincidence ever. No wonder you wanted the lights off.
You're the guy from the cab.
Yeah, you must be Scarlett.
A little bit, but the doctor said that was normal.
Well, I don't know what to say.
I just nipped in to use the sorry, the ladies. And it's Violet.
It's changing colour as we speak.
No, my name is Violet.
And you're going out with him?
Are you joking? I changed gender, not species. Well, do you hear that? I'm getting bitchy. Next stop, PMT.
That's that. Where's Scarlett?
Excuse me, I'm trying to watch the match.
Did you have a nice birthday?
You know my trouble, Sheila? I love football. The game of the round ball with its even bounce and pleasing predictability. And that's the game of sensitivity and grace. If I liked rugby, the game of the oval ball with its ugly wobble and its uneven flight, a game favoured by the brutish and the cynical, I'd be more prepared for the uneven bounces of life.
Yes. Look, I bought you a present.
Would you like a drink before you go?
No, I think I'll split.
Oh, it's bound to feel like that at first.
Anyway, take care.
Well, that's a very kind thought, Sheila. I suppose you're wondering why I'm drinking chasers. Well, it's all over with me and Scarlett.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Well, I was sitting opening my birthday presents when she suddenly announced that she couldn't trust me anymore. So, thanks for that, Shane.
Oh, what am I like?
Velma, we don't have that kind of money, and even if we did, we wouldn't spend it on breast implants.
But last week I was asking for a laptop, which would be genuinely helpful for my college work, and you said I couldn't have it.
Well, I'd rather get you that than breast implants.
Laptop's not going to fire a man's libido, though, is it?
I think it's an outdoor swimming pool. Look, a laptop's a lot cheaper than breast implants. I think you should have that instead.
Oh, thanks, Dad. It's a real fair exchange.
Well, I think so. As long as you keep the lid up, no one will know how big they are anyway.
I suppose some boys go for the androgynous look.
It means a girl who looks like... She'll settle for the laptop.
OK, it's a deal.
All right, then. I'd better go.
I always miss out.
I can't afford to buy you both expensive things at the same time.
It's not that. Velma bet me a fiver she'd find a way to make you buy the laptop. See you later.
Oh, Velma was so crafty and manipulative. That's my girl. Oh, don't forget, you'll buy me those new trainers this week.
Afraid they'll have to wait now. What with the laptop and the shop refusing to take these back, I'm flat broke.
Oh, I see. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of getting a facelift. Would you pay for it?
Definitely. I mean, we might have to make a few sacrifices, but I reckon it'll be worth it.
You'd rather splash out on a facelift and get me those new trainers?
Yeah, well, your old trainers don't put me off having sex.
I should have turned my back on you years ago.
Well, I suppose that would have been a compromise.
It doesn't matter how horrible you are to me, Shane. I just can't stay mad at you. I suppose that's love. Love's a bit bigger than silly jokes, isn't it? Well, my love for you is, anyway. And I respect you as well. I respect the way you've cared for me and the kids. And I know it hasn't always been easy. I just think the hard times have brought us closer together.
And when I'm driving in my car...
And there's more from the boy tomorrow at 10, just after Bad Girls. Now, next tonight, victory for the nurse banned from treating a white baby. Details in the ITV News. Then later, going over budget, and all the stress is really starting to show now. A change to the schedule, Trouble in Paradise is at 11:05. And there's some right bitching in it tonight.
There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this.